Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? I hope this finds you well. I hope you're full of turkey. I hope you're full of whatever your favorite foods were today. I hope you've enjoyed your day, whatever it was that you was doing or not doing, as the case may be. We got a couple people out there in the chat tonight. We got Nathan is out there, NDT Show. We got Michelle with Mutt Nuts World. We got Steve with Harneal Media out there. So we got a few people. Everybody hit the like button and share. Did I mention share this show? Because we're going to have a giveaway after a while. We want some people in here for the giveaway. We're going to have some fun tonight. Lord, here we are. We're in the holidays, whether you like it or not.
Happy Thanksgiving, Brenda.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, Matt. Did you have some turkey today?
I had turkey.
I did too.
Woo-hoo.
And I wasn't supposed to.
Uh-oh. Why not?
Somebody brought me some turkey. I usually have T-bone steak, and I still have my T-bone steak thawed out there in the refrigerator to fix. So I guess I'll be fixing it tomorrow now. But yeah, somebody brought me some turkey and green beans and stuffing and a piece of pie today.
Nice.
So that's what I had to eat. And I wasn't expecting that, but hey, it is what it is.
All right.
So,
there you go. People bringing you turkey, that's not a bad thing. I'll take that all day long.
I had a little bit of festivities today with that, and then I slept some more and rolled over and took another nap.
Nice.
I'm still working on the new studio.
Oh, good.
There was a snafu, so it's pushed back just a little bit. And I've got to revamp some things, best laid plans of mice and men being what they are. Not everything goes as planned ever for me, but I had a plan and it went horribly wrong. So I had to go back to square one, and I'm starting over. And tomorrow's going to be the day that we're going to start on plan B. But it should turn out just as nice, if not even better than what I had originally planned.
If I remember correctly, floors needed to be done. Were you doing something with the floors?
Yeah.
Okay. Or going to do something with the floors?
Let's just say that the new tongue and groove vinyl paneling or vinyl flooring is not really made for old houses, because old houses have a tendency to not be level and not be real even, and not square.
You had some issues in Tracy's scrapbook room, because I have the office. She has a scrapbook room. What I did was I bought, what is that, underlayment that you put the shingles on? So you put, because it's kind of thick and it's permanent, and if it gets wet, it will be fine. So I had to cut a couple of those out and build them up in patterns, because there was like a dip, and it wasn't just a completely round circle. It was like an odd shape. Right. And I just slowly, get the level out, and I sort of leveled it. I don't know if that was what you're supposed to do, but yeah, I had trouble with that snap and groove stuff.
Well, this is an upstairs room, which makes it even worse, because there's a limit to what you can do to try to level the floor out. So I'm going a whole different route. I'm going to use that tongue and groove, since we've opened the boxes and, got it all out now, and some of it's even cut. I'm going to be using that in the room I'm in now when I get everything out of here. This is a downstairs room. I think it's cement underneath this, so it should be a lot easier to level if it needs anything and go down. But up there, it's a tile floor that's up there. It's like tile from the, 40s or something, and it's ugly as ass. I mean, it is ugly tile.
Smash it up, break it up. Hey, Nate, Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon is here, and so is Luana Pierce. Hello.
And Jaden's in the house too. Say hey to him.
Hi, Jaden. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hello to everybody.
If you're in the United States.
Chris says the nap is over.
Glad to have you here, Chris.
glad everybody got a little bit of siesta today, and a little bit of turkey, and a little bit of festivities. But no, what I'm going to do, I'm not breaking it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it.
The floor?
Yep. I'm going to prime it, and then I'm going to paint it, and then I'm putting down polyurethane on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put a big area rug in the middle of it.
Gotcha.
And that's what's going to happen to the floor up there. and it's a pretty rug. It's got owls on it because I collect owls.
Ooh.
And my owl collection will be up there in the room. You
I
know,
like
like you
owls.
got yours set up with all your hoo-haws and you yows all there around you and all that. Was you'll see my owls and my dragons and some of the things that I collect and some things that I've made and all that. Yep.
Nice.
And so the rug will go with the rest of the room there with the owls on it. And so that's my plan. And I'm going to start on that tomorrow and get it done. I watched some videos on how to do it, and I had pretty much planned in my mind what I was going to do, but the videos are giving it a seal of approval that I'm on the right track with what I'm trying to do. But yeah, when you paint them, you have to urethane them. Otherwise, the paint's just going to
I was going to
peel up.
say you need some pretty heavy duty paint.
It may take several coats of urethane, because I'm just going to play it by ear and see what it takes when I get it down there on the floor. But it's pretty simple to do. I mean, it's not like you got to reach up and, do a lot of ceiling type work or anything. It's all right there on the floor.
Yeah.
That's something I can contend with. I can't climb ladders no more or do any of that kind of thing. But by God, I can paint a floor.
Get yourself some good knee pads. I need knee pads nowadays.
Well, I won't have to be down on my knees even a whole lot for it because I got extensions and, that sort of thing for the rollers and stuff that, to put it in there. I'll have to go around the edge with a brush, of course, cutting it all in, but it's not a very big room. So, it's a 13 by 11 is what I came up with on it.
Now, this will be a studio. Is this a YouTube studio?
That is my YouTube studio up there. That's
awesome.
What it's going to be dedicated to when I get it all set up and organized up there. But almost everything that's in here is going to have to go up there.
Well.
And I toted for 2 days just to get everything that was in there out of there so that I could put the floor, get the new floor down. And then toting the boxes up and then bringing the boxes all back down, or, well, the boards that was in the boxes when they first went up. And this gal's wore out.
Sounds like you have a plan, though. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be really nice when it's all done.
Well, I need it to stop changing on me. I need it to say, she's got a plan and it's going to work.
No addendums to the plan. No.
That's right. It's going to go exactly as she laid it out. There's no exceptions to the rule. That's what I need. It's pretty in the perfect world that only exists inside my head.
Cool. Hey, Chris is talking about how Thanksgiving's all kind of screwed up. He had 2 20-pound turkeys, but only 5 people, kids, and he Zoomed with some of them. And next year, no COVID, praying. I get it. I hear you. I hear you, Chris.
Well, take some of that turkey and freeze it. That's what I always do. I can't cook for one. I'm used to cooking for an army, because I raised 2 holler-legged boys that was 6'6".
Tupperware is your friend.
Oh my God. I cook in a great big, big pot. When I make chili, by God, I make enough that you could feed the regiment. And then I freeze it. I eat for 2 or 3 days out of it and the rest of it gets froze. And then I could just pull out, what I need at a time. And I don't have to cook constantly.
Yeah.
And I don't have to keep dirtying up the kitchen. Then if I fix a big bird, and I have been known to do that, I'll get the big roaster out, and I'll cook up a big turkey and then get it out and bone it all off of there and get your Ziplocs out and wrap you up some, individual portions or enough for a family in one for a meal. And then you get it out and you thaw it, heat it up a little bit, chop it up and put it in some gravy, put it over your biscuits of a morning. You make turkey salad. There's all kinds of things you can do with it. Put it on your chef salads.
Oh, sure.
I'd
make grilled cheese sandwiches, put turkey in the middle of it. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
That's right.
Hey, Chris's birthday is coming up. He says Sunday. He'll be 62. Turkey Palooza birthday.
Well, I dig it. Let's say, what is Tuesday? Tuesday be the first day of December.
Sunday is his birthday, but yeah. Cool.
Oh, Sunday is his birthday. Okay. Yeah. That's the day after what would have been my daddy's birthday if my daddy was still alive. Dad's was the 28th.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Hey, I was showing you before the show. I got my tin. Thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome.
I think was it Jim Shears won this and then gave it to me, or
no, Jim Dockrell.
Jim Dockrell, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question for the chat. So here we have Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. On the back, we've got the 3 wise men. We got a little farm animals here. Who the heck is this dude?
That's the little shepherd. He's got the sheep. You see him on there? He got the sheep.
Yeah.
The shepherd boy.
A shepherd boy?
Yeah. He got the sheep and he's got the crook. That's a shepherd boy.
Well, you know, the nativity, are these 3 and then the wise man. You don't see another person in the nativity scene.
Well, the shepherd boy saw the star at night.
Chat room, what do you think? You let me know. Yeah.
Yep. Luana says it's a shepherd.
Okay.
He saw the star
Gotcha.
in the east, and yeah.
Well, so did the wise men. That's why they were.
Yeah, but it also talks about the little shepherd boy that saw the star. It could be that a-hole that ran the inn that said there wasn't no room for Mary to get her butt out there in the manger and have that kid. So, you know, they might be giving him honorable mention. Did you see on the inside? Now, I didn't mention this when I gave it away, but did you see what's on the inside of the tin?
Yeah.
When you opened it up.
I did.
It's all decorated on the inside, and there's a little poem in there and everything, too.
Yeah, poem.
See that?
That's all. Yep. Two different languages.
So you're set for all occasions.
I am. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You have something to put your candy stash in?
Well, you know, I never throw anything out. So little tins and boxes and little things get filled up with all of my trinkets and stuff. I need a lot of storage. It's going to come in handy for sure. And money too. Sometimes I put coins and stuff.
Now you could make a bank out of it.
Yeah.
Luana said the wise men followed the star, but she has no idea how wide they were.
The wide men.
Yeah.
The wise men were wide.
I think she meant wise, but you know, she said wide. They could have been wide.
They were thick with 2 C's, THICC.
Thicker than a sticker.
I saw, did you put that meme out there on Facebook?
Yep.
Skinny girls move over, it's winter or something like that. Yep. The thick girls are coming.
Yep.
The memes,
thin crust girls.
Yeah, the meme spelled it THICK. That's not how you spell thick. It's THICC. That's the correct spelling.
Thicker than a snicker.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she says wise men met him when he was older, so the usual nativity scene is off. Well, hey, you know, so are a lot of people I know, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Speaking of being off, there's going to be a Heifer Haven go up tonight.
Oh boy, I love me some Heifer Havens.
So when I get through with the show, we'll mount up a Heifer Haven and give everybody a little more viewing enjoyment for the weekend.
There you go. It's good to make people smile.
I pre-recorded a couple of them, you know, just in case I need to put stuff up when I'm in the midst of trying to move the studio here. And that way I'm not totally...
You can schedule them. They have a scheduling feature in YouTube. Have you done that?
Yeah, but I don't know when I'll have my views.
Yeah, you're right.
I've got to have the right amount of views to be able to turn another one loose.
I'll tell Susan to alter the scheduling feature to trigger when 50 views.
There you go.
Just to please BrendaG. We'll call it the BrendaG. It'll be a radio button. It'll say public, unlisted, scheduled BrendaG.
That's right. That's right.
Could you imagine if the interface changed worldwide and everyone was wondering why is there a 4th visibility option called BrendaG?
She needs to do more to accommodate me.
And then when you click the radio button, it triggers an audio file that says more cowbell.
That's right. More cowbell. That's
See, if I was a web developer for Google, this is the Easter eggs that I would unleash onto the world.
Well, everybody needs to tell me out there, what did you have? If you did not have turkey for Thanksgiving, what did you have? What did you eat today? Did you get anything to eat at all? Did you have to do without? There's a lot of people that's having to do without food because money's getting tight. There's being runs on grocery stores a lot of places, is what I heard.
I don't discriminate with food. I eat it all. We had Tracy's been making this egg casserole. It's like basically breakfast in a cookie pan, or in a cake pan, where it's scrambled eggs, hash browns, cheese, sausage, peppers. Freaking delicious.
Any gravy or anything in it?
Gravy? No.
Yeah, they up at the Village Pantry. It's right around the corner from me over here. They make a casserole like that, only it's got like sausage gravy in it.
So I'm not a big gravy person.
It's got the what do you call them? Potato nuggets, or whatever they're called, and it's got eggs in it, and it's got the sausage gravy and stuff in it. It's pretty good stuff. Let's see. Luana had chicken chow mein. She had to use up her leftovers. Michelle says it was just me and Mom for Thanksgiving. We had turkey, macaroni, and cheese, dressing, gravy, greens, cranberry sauce rolls, and Mom had turnips. I don't like turnips. And then for dessert, they had cheesecake. And Luann says home alone, but FaceTimed with grandbabies this morning. And Michelle said that they also had some pumpkin pie. Well, I'll tell you what, I had a piece of pecan pie, but I do have some chocolate cream pie in the refrigerator. So I may have a piece of that before I go to bed tonight.
See, I would wake up with pimples if I ate that.
Well, it probably ain't too good for me, but, I don't do that often. It's just, something that I figured it's holidays and I need to splurge just a little bit.
Well, we have cookies in the house, so we've been making some cookies. And then Tracy drove to her mom's house, and her mom was busy doing something. She put out on the porch a couple jars of cookies for us. So now the house is filled with cookies. So
I made cookies a couple weeks ago. I did some sugar cookies, but that's something else. I don't do it very often, but every once in a while, I'll do a little something like that. I have a tendency that if I have a whole lot of that kind of stuff around, then I tend to eat that kind of stuff, and so I try not to keep it in the house too much.
Yeah.
But I went to the store the other day and got a bunch of stuff, but I do have to go out. Let's see. Well, I got to go to the post office tomorrow because I'll be taking the giveaway thing out, so I'll probably stop by because I don't care how organized I am or how many lists I make. I always forget something. So I forgot to get the cucumbers for my salads. So I've got to go to the store and get that. I want to get everything laid in because they're calling for a snowstorm here on Monday and Tuesday. 40-mile-an-hour winds, and I don't know, something like 10 inches of snow possible by the time it's all over with. And I don't want to get out in it.
No, I don't blame you.
Once I get everything that I need here, I'm going to hibernate.
Good for you. Hey, Luana says she got her flu shot, or she's getting it tomorrow. Flu shot and shingle shots tomorrow. And Jim Dockrell just showed up. Hi, Jim.
My brother from another mother.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting his shower all lined out up there in the North Pole.
He's been doing a lot of work on that place.
He's got elves to wash. He's hanging him out of shingle in the front yard. It says elf wash. And how much you charging to wash them elves? Oh, Lord. So Michelle says, Mom had pumpkin pie. I can't have pumpkin pie because I'm allergic to nutmeg, allspice, and the pumpkin pie spice. And I'm also allergic to pecans. So pecan pie's out. Lord have mercy. I'd stop living. I said,
why go on? Why go on?
Now. Take me now. Can't have my favorite foods, Lord.
There's more to life than pie.
Oh, I find that as I get I find as I get older, there's less and less foods that I can tolerate. Don't mean I can't have them. It just means you can have them.
Portal Woodworks is here. Hi,
You're,
David.
hey, David, I can have them, but my body's going to rebel.
Yeah. There's a few of the, thankfully not many. Usually something that's like crazy spicy hot, I'll stay away from.
No, I can't do the spicy foods. Never was able to do spicy foods, but that doesn't bother me because I never really cared for them that much anyway. I like to be able to taste my food. I don't want my taste buds burn off.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
Let's see. Luana says, had pecan pie last week, shared it with the people at work, got it from Costco. Those things are huge.
I love me some Costco, baby. I love it.
We don't have Costco's here.
You should.
Well, they might, like if you went all the way up Fort Wayne or maybe down to Indianapolis or something, but they don't have them, out here in the boonies in Amish territory.
I love Costco. It is the best shopping experience ever. No coupons. The stuff's already off. Like, you just, there's $4 off that. Boom. Put it in the cart. No coupons, no nothing.
I thought about Jim Bashir's today. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, he had a pinched nerve and
had a pinched nerve that was messed up his left arm from his surgery that he had last week. And so I was thinking about him today. I don't know if he made it back home yet or what's going on because it hurts to type, I guess. So we don't hear a lot out of him. But I did think
he
about
can
him
do
today.
the press the little microphone, speak into it, use the speech to text.
Yeah. But, I thought about him today and, how lucky we are that we're not going through that kind of thing. But now, in my own defense, I will say this. When I read his comment about, it had pinched the nerve in his arm, I thought, well, now they did the surgery on his back and it messed up his neck. So now they worked on his neck and it messed up his arm. So when his neck messed up, it made him forget about his back. So now that they worked on his neck, it's messed up his arm and he's forgot about his neck. So now they'll have to operate on his arm and, eventually he's going to run out of parts or it's going to have to start over again.
Oh, no.
So really, I mean, they are doing what they intended to do.
Yeah, but making something else hurt worse so you forget about the thing that's hurting a little bit less it sounds good on paper.
But now, there comes a point where he's going to have to really think about this, whether he wants to keep going back in and having them do things.
Well, it's moving. It's the back, neck, shoulder. So it's like it's exiting the body. You know what I mean? It's like doing one of these things.
Yeah. I mean, they work on his arm. He might get so he can't use his hand. His hand might curl up on him or something.
Jim Dockrell has the right idea. He says, just remove everything from the neck down.
Make him a talking head.
Oh,
bless his heart. Oh, my goodness. But
yeah. Feel for you, Jim Bashir.
Yeah,
we're rooting for you.
Get well and get back, in the midst of things here. Because Mama's going to need some help with that quilting machine.
I saw that monstrosity. Wow.
Yeah, stretch that quilt out on there, tie her all down, and turn that sewing machine loose on her.
That's an industrial machine, let me tell you.
I had always thought, and I changed my mind about it, but when I was younger, I'd always thought I wanted to get one of the computerized weaving machines. It is a loom, one of the big old tall fancy looms like you see, but it hooks up to a computer. And you thread everything to it. You got to know how to thread everything up, put your warps in and all that. And then you put your pattern into the computer and turn it loose. And it weaves up your pattern for you.
Wow.
But it would take, just like Jim's having to use the entire basement to put this machine in there. That's the same thing that you'd have to do with the loom. And I thought,
could you make like 8-bit arcade patterns in it and stuff like that?
Probably.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Depends on how many colors that it'll handle, but yeah. And I thought, that would be so cool to have something like that and just turn it on and let it do its job. But
Buy one.
I don't have a house big enough to accommodate everything I have now and that. So I have to get rid of like my living room.
Buy a second home and then buy the machine, and then you'll be good to go.
Well, I have thought about, if anything happens to the old lady next door, buying her house and moving into it. And then this would be my craft house over here. Not a crack house, a craft house.
Make sure that's very clearly spelled on the front sign to keep from police busting your door down.
Brenda's Craft Shack.
Wow. See, now Jim has enough space. 4 quilting bees at the same time. Wow. Yeah, he has a palatial estate, that old church complex. It's not just a building, it's a whole fortress.
Yeah. Two stories of it, the basement and the main floor.
Yeah, but there's also like another building attached to that one building, and then the one building's got 2 floors. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's got a great place for entertaining because it's got the stage lifted up off the ground, and you can put your speakers there, nice piano.
Chris says that he's been cleaning the shop and he wants to know when he bought a set of Freud joiner knives. Hey, I tell you what, when I was working on that room upstairs, cleaning everything out, it had become, well, a catch-all where I put all my craft supplies stuff. I found stuff in there I forgot I had. I thought, Lord have mercy, I forgot all about having this.
Nice.
And so, yeah, I've got stuff I forgot I had, and I'll be glad when I can get all that stuff organized, because I got it piled up in another room now until such time as I can, because it's a domino. I get that room, and then I'm going to do this room, and then I'm going to do the room that I'm taking everything out of to put in here, and then I'm going to do the living room, and then I'm going to do my office, and then the bedroom upstairs is going to become a craft room, and it never ends.
Done.
It never ends.
Never ends.
Well, it's about time that we do a drawing. How many people we got in the house?
Let's see here. Put that on another tab. 9.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, we're going to do a drawing or do a giveaway. I don't know why I always want to call it a drawing. It's not a drawing, it's a giveaway. And now, for anybody that don't know how this works, we'll do the little spiel here. I've got a number that was written down on a piece of paper, and it has been hermetically sealed on Funkin' Wagnall's porch since 8 o'clock this morning in a mason jar. And now this number is going to be, don't anybody put any numbers in the chat till I say go, but the number is going to be between, now keep this in mind, the number will be between 21 and 32. And what you got to do when I say go, and I haven't said it yet, is that you put the number that you think that I have written down on the piece of paper, and now I wrote it down as in letters.
As a word. You wrote the word. Right. Yeah.
But you can just put the numbers in the chat. But you put down which number that you think that I put down on this piece of paper. And if you want to get in on the bonus, after that number, you put a slash. And then you put how many capitals you think I put in the word that I wrote down on this piece of paper. Because I do this to aggravate the far out of Matt.
She's never used proper grammar in the capitalization ever.
He loves it when I send him packages.
The address is all messed up.
He loves it when I send him packages because he always knows it's from me. But you put down how many capitals you think that I have put down in this word. And I didn't even, I got it right. I was going to say I didn't even get it right. Yeah, I got it right. And if you get the number of capitals right, you get a bonus.
Okay.
All right. So
there's a few caveats with this. You, if you're outside of the lower 48 states, you can play along and choose to pay for shipping, or you can gift it to someone else in the chat.
That's right. That's right. And Luana wanted to know what the range is again. 21 and 32. It's somewhere in that vicinity.
And only guess once.
21 and 32.
After she says go.
So now, everybody clear on what the rules are?
I'm ready to push the button.
After whoever the winner is, I will tell you what the prizes are. You tell me which one you want. You pick out of the 4 things that I'll put up here. And then you make sure that you get me your address so that I can send it to you. All right? Because I'll go to the post office in the morning. So tonight I need your address. Shalala! Protections is in the house. We say hey to you. And his name Lee.
Robert Lee, yes.
Robert
We're waiting for you to say go.
Well, you just need to keep waiting. I'm not Susan. You can't boss me like you do her. Lord have mercy. Look at how he tries to boss. Go!
All right, there we go. I like to put a little comment in after you say go. So if someone starts spitting it out before. Then... All right, here they come. They're coming in. Now, we're not going to get to, there's not that many people in the chat, so I might have to go a second time if no one gets it.
I don't see a winner yet.
Hey, JJE is here. Hello.
Glad to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good turkey day. Okay, we've had 27, 31, 25, another 31, 26.
You might have to go again. That might
another
be everybody.
26, the 30, another 30, and none of them are right. So, okay, we're going to try this again. Go!
All right, pick a new number. Don't pick a number that was already up there.
Still don't have a winner. Now we got a winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Steve with Harneal Media. Got
Congratulations, Steve, Harneal Media.
But he did not get the bonus.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 3 capital letters. Is that right? 4 is the O capital. Four capital letters.
O is a capital.
He said 5. That's not a correct.
Yeah. Couldn't even get it on like a technicality because you couldn't really tell if the O was a capital or a small one.
Well, even if it was capital, it would have been. Let me see it again.
I had 4.
1, 2, 3. Well,
he'd had to put 3 or 4 down.
Yeah. Okay. No, he said 5.
And he put 5. But Steve, you won.
Woohoo! Slap like now.
I've got 4 things over here. And the first one that I've got, I'll take out of the package here because it shows better if I can get it out of the package and you can see it. This is an iPod case. Okay. And it's Ben and Jerry's iPod case. And it's got the little hook that goes with it, like a keychain kind of hook. And this is the cap that goes on your iPod.
Oh, the earbud.
Yeah.
Earbud. Okay, got it. Yeah.
So it's a Ben and Jerry's iPod case.
Earpod case.
Earpod? Oh,
yeah.
Well, okay.
That's cool.
And see, I'm not that technical. You know more about that kind of stuff than I do. So we'll go with your earpods.
All my earpods are wired. I don't have the wireless ones.
And then we've got Christmas lights. We got, see if I can get them up here. Merry Christmas, multi-function Christmas lights. It's a strand of little twinkle lights. We've got a Farberware mandolin or multi-slicer. It's got the safety guide on it and everything.
Cheese grater.
So, yeah, slaw. I mean, you can make a lot of things with these. It's a multi-tool for your kitchen. We've got crocodile. Gift in the box crocodile. This is for the little kids. Make a nice Christmas present for them. The crocodile sings songs and it skitters across the floor and stuff so they can chase it around. I think it takes 3, what's it say on here? It says someplace on this box about 3 batteries, 3 AA's or something. That's in the fine print that I can't read without my magnifying glass, but it'll take some batteries to make it run. But the little kids are supposed to just love these things. So that's what we've got. Those are the 4 items that's up for grabs tonight. Which one would you like? Will the croc eat the kid? No, it's
He
not
wants
that
the
kind of
slicer.
crocodile. What's that?
The slicer.
He wants the mandolin slicer. He's gonna do some cooking. All right, I got that wrote down here, and I will wrap that up. And Steve, if you want to messenger me your address so that I've got it and don't have to chase for it, that would be just peachy keen.
Thank you for doing these giveaways, Brenda. There's a
I'll
good
tell
for
you,
the community.
we're gonna do the big one next week. Next week is gonna be the drawing. It's not gonna be the same kind that we got now. You need to email to me at brenda.gibson@gmail.com your name and address and put in the subject line of the email Christmas giveaway. It is to mark our 100th show, 100th Mind Equals Blown show. And I will put all the names in the hat next week and I will draw for the big prize. It's a box full of stuff. And I'm going to have to get a bigger box because I got more stuff to put in with it. Anybody in the world can enter it. Our friend Steve there, Harneal Media, he has so graciously donated a Mind Equals Blown t-shirt that he will ship anywhere in the world. He'll need to know your size. So, whoever wins next week will need to get me the size shirt they need so I can let Steve know and give him the address and everything so he can ship it to you. And that's one of the prizes. I'm not telling you what all else is in the box. There's probably going to be things in there you want. There's probably going to be things in there you don't want. There's probably going to be things in there that'll make you laugh. And hopefully there ain't nothing in there that'll make you cry.
100th episode, people, of Mind Equals Blown.
Right. So this is our way of celebrating and giving back and just in time for Christmas. And if there's stuff in there you don't want, you give it away to somebody else for Christmas,
This is awesome.
Pay it
worldwide, shipping worldwide, everyone. And I'll put in a note here. Brenda doesn't say this often, but I'll say it. Super chats to this channel go to pay for shipping. So
that's right. And if we don't get some more super chats coming in, and I mean soon, then the giveaways are going to start slowing down because I haven't had a check from AdSense since August. If that tells you anything. So, if we don't get some more money in, I'm on Social Security. So I may have to slow down with the giveaways. But it is what it is. I can only do what I can do. And I enjoy giving this stuff away. But, post office, they expect me to pay for it. I tried doing it on my good looks, and they's having no part of that.
The post office, it is run by the government. So, that's another obstacle.
Yeah. They wasn't having no part of that.
Hey,
well, thank you.
Thank you,
Bless
Luanna.
your heart, Luanna. I appreciate that. Yeah, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So
get the super chat lights going here.
Yeah, you have to get the lights going. And now she wants the little cowbell, but honey, I got news for you. I'm in the midst of trying to get ready to move this office. I don't even know where little cowbell is. It's buried so deep.
Oh no, Brenda.
So what we're gonna have to do is we'll just give you a little bit of cowbell. That's for Luanna.
I have some bad news for you in the chat room.
Uh-oh.
My other light was not on. We'll have to start the show over because I can't be half lit.
Honey, I am half lit every show that we do.
Little.
I don't even drink, and I'm still half lit every show we do.
I was wondering, something seemed a little off with my picture. I couldn't put my hand. I'm like, oh, my other light's off. Darn it.
She liked the little cowbell that I gave her because I don't know. He's up here someplace or around the desk someplace. I don't know. But I've been trying to move some things, get ready to go up there when I get the floor painted and things done.
Luanna's wondering if we can do like a quick dance so we can. Raise the roof. Did Batman.
Oh, shoot. But yeah, it takes money to get the packages mailed out. That's all I can tell you. And if the money don't come in, then the packages can't go out. But she thanks us for at least our efforts. We're kind of half baked tonight. That's all I can tell you. It is what it is.
We're all loopy on the tryptophan.
Oh my goodness. As a matter of fact, you speaking of that, I've got some Thanksgiving facts. I did not rest on my laurels. I do have 10 Thanksgiving facts. The first one is here. Thanksgiving used to look like Halloween. Bet you didn't know that. At the turn of the 20th century, Thanksgiving was kind of creepy. Children and adults would dress up in masks and host costume crawls in cities like New York and Los Angeles and Chicago. The tradition of children dressing up as poor people in New York became so popular that Thanksgiving was nicknamed Ragamuffin Day.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we got another super chat. He don't want us to dance. He's paying us to stop.
I put the super chat lights on. You got it.
Oh, thank you, David. I appreciate that. Let's see. We got another fact here. There are 3 U.S. towns named Turkey.
Huh.
These towns are located in Texas, Kentucky, and North Carolina. Other Thanksgiving themed town names include Pilgrim, Michigan, Cranberry, Pennsylvania, and amusingly named Yum Yum in Tennessee.
There's a Cranberry, Pennsylvania? I live in Pennsylvania. I didn't know that.
Yep. Now you know. You heard it here. The author of Mary Had a Little Lamb is responsible for making Thanksgiving a national holiday.
I did not know that.
The Continental Congress declared the first Thanksgiving in 1777, but the custom fell out of use around 1815. It wasn't until Sarah Joseph Hale, best known for writing Mary Had a Little Lamb, petitioned several presidents to make this national holiday that it actually became one. She finally succeeded in 1863 when President Lincoln issued a proclamation. However, Thanksgiving didn't officially have a set date as the 4th Thursday in November until 1941.
Well, there you go.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade balloons used to float off all willy-nilly into the sky. Up until 1932, balloons from the New York parade were released into the sky when the festivities were over. Macy's offered a $50 reward for those who found a deflated balloon and returned it. Unfortunately, it was a horrible idea because the giant balloons would burst after clearing the skyline.
Yeah. Now those things are so expensive, and the companies need them back. And oddly enough, watching them blow up the balloons is like a spectator sport now. Like people go out of their ways to watch them be inflated. I don't know why they do that, but they do.
And now here's the one that you was talking about. Turkey does not make you tired. Myth has it that we're always so tired on Thanksgiving because of the tryptophan in turkey. According to WebMD, there's no more of the amino acid tryptophan in turkey than any other type of poultry. It's more likely that you feel exhausted because of the ungodly amount of carbohydrates you just stuffed your face with.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And number 6, Minnesota is the kingpin of poultry production.
Minnesota.
If turkeys in the United States could speak, they'd use the word pop instead of soda. Approximately 44 to 46 million turkeys are raised in Minnesota nationally or annually. Number 7, Thanksgiving date was once a marketing scheme. President Roosevelt officially changed the date of Thanksgiving in 1941 to be the second to last Thursday in November as a way to encourage more holiday shopping to boost the economy. That decision didn't go over well, earning him comparisons to Hitler.
Ruh-roh. Well, Black Friday is certainly a thing.
Yeah. Jingle Bells was originally written for Thanksgiving. Story has it that in 1850, James Lord Pierpont was at the Simpson Tavern in Medford, Massachusetts, and was inspired by the town's famous sleigh races. So he plucked out a little tune on the piano. Needless to say, it was a hit with the children and adults, and the lyrics were later slightly altered to be sung around Christmas. Number 9, each year the president pardons a turkey. I don't know how many of you saw that the other day where President Trump pardoned the turkey.
Every president does it. Yep.
The presidential pardoning of the turkey was formally started by George H.W. Bush in 1989, even though several presidents, including both Abraham Lincoln and JFK, showed mercy to turkeys set for slaughter in their time. And the last one I have is the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys play on Thanksgiving every year. The idea to play on Thanksgiving started as a marketing ploy to get more attendance to games. The Detroit Lions started taking the field on Thanksgiving Day in 1934, and the Dallas Cowboys followed in 1966. What would Thanksgiving be without football game to try and stay awake for? So there you have my 10 Thanksgiving Day facts.
A lot of those facts had to do with shopping.
Yep.
My son works at Best Buy, and he's got to work Black Friday tomorrow.
Yep.
Hasn't worked all year, but they want him back for he worked tonight, and he's working tomorrow.
And I'm wondering, how's all that supposed to go with the, people not supposed to be all crowded and packed in places and everything? Did you hear that out in Los Angeles, they were going to be cutting people's power and water off if they caught them with a house full of people?
Yes.
Today?
Yeah, that's an interesting legal conundrum because that's a necessity. Like, you can't do that, but I don't know.
And I found it real interesting that one of the main politicians, I'm not going to mention any names, maybe some of you know what this is all about. One of the main ones had a birthday party the other day, and they showed pictures of it. The place was packed, nobody wearing masks, nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? The laws are for ye, they are not for me.
Rules for thee, but not for me. Yeah.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
I'll be thankful when this is all behind us.
Muttnut says, interesting fact, the Macy's Day balloons are made in Delaware, which is not very far from me where they're made at.
Yep.
Michelle, you need to get up there and boss them around a little bit. Tell them how to make them things, Get your 15 minutes of fame.
I was watching this comedian. I think it was Aziz Ansari. It may have been someone else, but he was from India, and he's an actor and a comedian too. And he's like, first day over here was the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. I come to America and there's a parade and there's, it's total excess and it was awesome. And he thought every day in America was like this. The day after Thanksgiving, he's like, where's the parade? Americans are rich and they're spending money and they're throwing this party. It was great. I was like, I love America. And then he's like, day 2, it's like, oh, everyone's just going to their jobs. That sucks.
Well, he picked the right day to come,
Yeah.
He got to see the big party when he got here. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I don't know that they have any other. Well, on New Year's Day, they got the New Year's Day parade and stuff. But
the ball drop and
on New Year's Eve.
Hey, Jeff Robinson's here.
Good to see you, Jeff. Would you rat out your significant other if it was a law to wear a mask inside your house? Hell no.
Well, just know that there's something called the Freedom of Information Act, and when you report someone, there's a record of it
Mm-hmm.
in a local government office,
Right.
and you can file a Freedom of Information Act and get that record. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have
ain't
the
no
right to know who
anonymous.
your accuser is in all situations. And something that some people don't know is they cannot give you any kind of ticketing or anything on an anonymous complaint. So if they come up and they try to tell you, well, it was an anonymous complaint, but we're writing you a ticket, you can fight them in court on that because they have to tell you who your accuser is or they can't make it stick.
Yeah, well, that's the same with traffic light cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a picture, it's like, law says I can face my accuser. Where's my accuser?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was the camera. No. And you get thrown out.
Yep. No, you don't. You know, it, the the whole thing is just bizarre to me to begin with. And people riding around in cars and you see them wearing their mask. They're in their own car. They're by themselves, and
No, you don't need to wear a mask when you're by yourself.
I'm like, well, okay, how brainwashed are you?
That's a big no.
Oh shoot. But yeah, unless you're wearing the right kind of masks and stuff to begin with, you're not getting any kind of protection. Um, you need the N95s or something even, stronger than that to really get.
It's just it's one more layer.
Yeah.
No one thing is good
I
enough.
mean, they got some funny ones out there.
Did you see one? It's like a duck bill. Like it actually opens up when you talk. It was really cool.
It's worked by your jaws. When your jaws move, the beak opens and
But
closes.
it doesn't open like as a whole. Like it's got fabric all over it. But it's
Yeah, it flaps opening and close when you.
Jim Bashir's is in the house. Hi, Jim.
Hey, we was just talking about you.
How you feeling?
Hope you're doing better than you was. Hope some of the swelling's going down, maybe alleviating some of the pressure on you.
I hope you're doing jumping jacks by the time, Yeah, there he is. Jim, ! says Luana.
Yeah, Luana says, one wonders how Brenda knows that, probably when she was getting bail money. No,
and remember, Jim can't type very fast, so don't ask him too many questions, people.
In answer to Luana's question, I had somebody try to pull a bunch of foolishness with me. Gosh, it's been over 20 years ago now. And so I started learning what my legal rights were. You have the authorities telling you, well, it's an anonymous complaint, but we're going to do this, that, and the other thing. And then you get a hold of your attorney and you start telling the attorney what this person said to you. And they start telling you, well, they're blowing smoke up your butt because they can't do that. So you need to educate yourself and know what your rights are.
Well, especially if the law enforcement is there and you're not doing the alleged activity, then they can't go anywhere. But if a cop sees you break the law and was tipped off anonymously, but he sees you still breaking the law, well, then that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, and you do not have to give people access unless they have a search warrant, and then you still don't have to give them access.
Right. Dave Hart's here. Hi, Dave.
They will fight you. There'll be a court deal about it, but
the way you do it is like you open the inner door and then you lock the screen door. Hello, may I help you? And they can't come in the screen door. Right. Like that's the protocol.
Yeah. So, educate yourselves. Don't let yourself ever be a doormat. The only way people are going to walk on you is if you allow yourself to be a doormat. So,
I had a business idea where what I wanted to do was teach kids that are learning how to drive how to carry themselves when they're pulled over by a cop. It wouldn't be anything driving. That would be the only curriculum. So we would have mock sessions where the cop would come up, license and registration, and then you would banter back and forth with the cop, and then I would grade them on what they did right and what they did wrong, and then they would do it over again. I thought that would be like something parents would pay for, because how you conduct yourself in front of law enforcement is a very important thing. And I don't think most people really understand the ramifications of that type of interaction. But never got off the ground.
Yeah, they got a thing here now where if they pull you over for a minor traffic offense, that they will ask you if they can search your car.
Oh, no, I do not consent to searching. That's the phrase. Because you should never answer that question with a yes or a no, because the cop could say in court, oh, well, I thought he was giving me permission. It's like, do you mind? No, I don't mind. Oh, he was saying, no, don't search it, is what he was actually saying, but it was interpreted as, no, I don't mind. So you never respond with a yes or no. You say, I do not consent to searches. And that's unambiguous. That's clear.
Yeah. It happened to a friend of mine's wife, where she got stopped for a minor traffic offense. And so they wanted to search the car, and she didn't know any better. She let them search the car. Of course, they didn't find anything, but it was the inconvenience plus the fact that she didn't have to give them access.
Mel's here. Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel. Long live the turkey, he says. Mel had to work today.
Yeah, I was watching searching, that type of question when the cop says, can I search it? And a cop was like, oh, well, a suspect had a baseball cap on. So we asked the person, can I search your car? And he said, no. But the reality was, if that person would have had a baseball cap in his car, he was going downtown. So why would you say yes? Like if something like that critical is hanging on the balance, think, oh, I don't have anything in the car. Everything's clean. Sure, you can search it. Well, what if another suspect, meaning your description, had a baseball? Like, oh man, yeah. So it could be something that dumb. Yeah.
No. Just don't agree. Mel wished us a happy Thanksgiving, Matt.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mel.
Oh.
Hope you're off tomorrow to make up for today.
Robert Lee's going to get some turkey now. Awesome. Shalalala Productions.
Good to have you here. Hope you come back next week and get your name in for the drawing. Again, if your name is not in for the drawing, all you have to do, this is not rocket science. I'm trying to make this as simple as I can. Send an email to me, brenda.gibson@gmail.com. The subject line says Christmas giveaway. And the body of it should have your name and your address. Surely to God, you know what your name and address is. And send that to me. And next Thursday, I will put all the names in a hat. I'll draw a name, and you win the prize. And I'll get in touch with you. You can tell me what your T-shirt size is so that we can get that off to Steve and get your T-shirt. And I'll send you the box. It's going to have all kinds of goodies in it. There you go. Luana says, subject is Christmas giveaway.
Excellent. That's going to be so much fun. 100th show next Thursday. 100th show.
Yep. So we're going to give away a whole bunch of cool stuff.
And
some of it you might want, some of it you might not. What you don't want, you can give away. Christmas is coming.
And as Robert leaves, just a reminder, I do a show with Robert Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. on the Shalalala Productions YouTube channel and Facebook page.
And I'll be turning loose at Heifer Haven later tonight, and you'll be doing your All Things YouTube on Monday night, right?
There's a lot of updates on YouTube. They did like a lot. So it's going to be a big episode on Monday night.
As far as I know, I think Russ Clarity over at Simply Wooden Creations will be doing a live stream Saturday night at 8 p.m. I believe he has a guest lined up for it. So, all things being considered, I will probably be on the panel there Saturday night, and we'll see what he's got going on. I will
be spending every waking moment that's not a Mind Equals Blown doing web development for the next 3 months.
We're going to have to send care packages over to Matt. His wife's going to cut a little slot in the bottom of the door where she can slide things in. Sending care packages.
If anyone knows how to code specifically for websites, PHP and MySQL, and you want a job, hit me up. Or if you know anyone who builds websites by hand, let me know. I am desperate for help.
Well, I would think that maybe Steve might know somebody. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So, here's their chance. This is an opportunity to make themselves famous.
I got a major project. I'm freaking out. But that's neither here nor there. I'm thankful. This is a day to be thankful. Thankful to be here. Thankful for my blessings that I have.
Mel's asking us a question. He says, have you ever considered doing a separate channel to syndicate all your shows?
I don't get that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
YouTube is pre-syndicated.
He's got big words in there like syndicate. Put in little words that country girls can understand.
Well, Mel, you know me. I never pass up a chance to create a new YouTube channel. I have many YouTube channels.
I've got other YouTube channels I don't do nothing with that I've used to do things with that I've abandoned.
I got these two.
Yep, Matt's got chains over there at his place.
This one.
Mel's laughing at us because we're ignorant.
We're ignorant.
Because we don't know what syndicating means.
Well, that just... well, break it down for us.
Have you thought about creating your own network?
Oh, well,
I thought we had with this show. What am I missing?
Well, I guess the conventional wisdom of YouTube, which does not apply to Brenda because Brenda does her own business strategy, but the conventional wisdom is you need to niche down. You don't generalize up.
Okay.
So if the people that would be into a variety channel with different types of content would only be the people that want to see that host do whatever that host does. Doesn't matter what they do. Most people on YouTube, they're looking for a question to be answered. How do I build this? How do I make my videos better? They're looking for a very specific thing. And when you have a syndication where multiple shows are in one channel and the shows are topically different, it's a difficult thing.
I do lots of different things on my channel. I mean, I haven't really for a while because I've been so busy with other things this year, but I will do vlogs, maybe something about my gardening, maybe something about crafting. If I'm going, from here to another town or something, I'll slap the camera up on the dash and talk and tell stories while I go. I've done all kinds of craft videos of all descriptions. I do comedy. I do whatever the hell it is we do here on this show every Thursday night.
That's the thing. There's no wrong answer. Now, some people are successful at those types of syndication, like Geek and Sundry, for example. And I even envisioned Awesome Wood Things to maybe one day be several YouTubers under the Awesome Wood Things brand. Like, I envision that. I don't think it'll ever come to be. I don't think I might ever want it to be. But I do like that the short URL for this, like the vanity URL, it's Awesome Wood Things 1. So if you type youtube.com/awesomewoodthings, it doesn't go anywhere. You have to type, it forced me to put a 1 on it. And I was really bent out of shape over it. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. If I get super popular and this becomes like a major thing, I could have Awesome Wood Things 2. It could be the second channel. And then, now I'm talking about another subject, but that's why it's not Matt Haas. That's why my channel's called Awesome Wood Things. It's not Matt Haas because it could one day have several hosts, but I don't know. That's not a business I want.
Mm-hmm.
But
Newman Outdoors is in the house. I want to say hey to them. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you being here. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope everything's going smooth for you where you are. Mel said, I was just curious, but remember, TV networks do it all the time.
It's a great question. It's a great question. And I have thought about it. And I built the channel from the beginning with that in mind, that it could be a possibility. But the more years I spend on YouTube, it seems like that's probably not right for me. But many channels have done it before. Revision 3 was a syndication where they had several hosts under that channel, and Geek and Sundry, as I said, was another one. And it can happen.
Now say, sorry, this is really inside baseball stuff. I'm speaking about figuratively.
Yeah. Well, I'm a geek, and I'm a literal guy. I take, but anyway.
I'm a redneck. Even my car says on the back end of it, it's the redneck edition.
Love it.
But if you have more than one channel, it's a lot of work too. I mean, one channel works me to death. I'm just one person here trying to, take care of a house and everything.
Media says mind equals blown domain is taken. If we wanted to get the website. Mind equals.
It's for sale for way too much money, he said.
I need $2,195. That's it. We'll split it.
Yeah, right.
Super chats could be $2,195, can't they?
And I tell you,
Kidding.
Every time I turn around here trying to fix something, it's an extra $100 for this and an extra $100 for that. It's coming in $100.
It's just 24 easy payments of $92.
Yeah. I'm a poor girl. I ain't got that kind of money. Oh my gosh. This is true. More than one channel is work. And I ain't got that much time to put in on it. I mean, after all, Matt has said that I'm a hobbyist. He hung that title on me that, I'm just a hobbyist.
It was a specific comment about microphones.
Nothing professional going on here whatsoever. Totally amateur.
Lord, you're taking what I said out of context.
There ain't nothing to see here.
I was talking about features of microphones and how one particular microphone setup has a feature that's very professional, and one other whole class of microphones doesn't have that feature.
I took that so literal that I opened all the blinds in my house and run around naked with the signs in all the windows that say there's nothing to see here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
If you tell them there ain't nothing to see, they're going to look, right? A lot of blind people in my neighborhood.
It's human nature. Reverse psychology.
Let's see. Brenda is our Lucille Ball of Facebook. You should follow me around today, and you'd know just how true that is.
Hey, I've pitched this to Brenda, everyone, and she's doesn't want to do it. I'm just gonna hire a 9-person camera crew to just follow her around everywhere she goes, and we'd make millions. You would make millions.
I mean, I can be slapstick just trying to get up off the couch. It don't take much for me.
Some of your antics, though, oh my God, they were captured on video. Like that time someone cut you off in your van and you rolled up real slow because they were at a stoplight, and you took a rat and you threw it into the back of their convertible. Oh, Lord. Why wasn't I there when that happened?
Oh, and I drive away and I'm looking in the rearview mirror and watching these college boys jumping out of that convertible on both sides.
If I saw that, there would have been a very good chance I would have peed my pants laughing.
That was the funniest thing ever.
Brenda just happened to be going to a farm where she was going to give these rats so they can be bred or whatever. I don't know.
They're going to the snake farm.
snake farm for food, and she took one of those rats and she threw it out the window and into the back of the convertible. Oh my God.
They was laughing at my poor old dilapidated Ford van. The parts was falling off of it. So I drove down the street, and they, here they was in their fancy convertible, these college boys out by the college campus. They thought they was something, and they would taunt me. And when we pull up to the traffic lights, and they'd sit down there and laugh and laugh and laugh about my poor old beat up van. And so right down between the front seats, I had this box that had a wire lid on it there that I had rats I was taking out to the snake farm. And so I thought, well, this could be interesting. So I eased the lid back off of that box, and I got one of them by the tail, and we pull up at the next light, and there they are sitting down there, laughing and pointing and whispering to each other and carrying on. And so I timed the light, and just before the light changed, I just swung him right across. I swung that rat right out the window into their car.
Like you see the opposite light go yellow. It's like it's go time.
It's go time. And out goes the rat, and off I go, looking in the rear view mirror and watching them boys roll out on both sides of that convertible.
Because you're miles away before they collect themselves. It's the perfect prank.
They'll think twice before they mess with some old redneck woman going down the street with her vehicle falling apart. They'll think twice about that now, because they never know what she might have up in there with them. I
love it. Love it.
Yep. And then there's another. I love convertibles. I can have so much fun with people in convertibles. I lived out in the country. Lived out in the back roads in the country, and we used to tar the roads. And when they tar these old back roads, they put gravel, this real fine, what they call pea gravel, over top of the tar. And then they'd mash that down with a roller into the tar. But for the first day, all that gravel was dusty. And when you go down the road, you'd be kicking up dust from that gravel behind your vehicle.
Right.
And the stepson needed to go to work. And I don't know what the situation was at the time, don't remember, but I had to take him to work and then go pick him up after work. So I said, let's go. We get in the van. We take off down the back road, and I needed to get there. We've run a little late. So I'm putting my foot into the carburetor, off we go. And I'm looking behind me, and there is nothing but a cloud of dust behind me, as far as you could see. And we get down the road a ways, and I see coming toward me a white Lincoln convertible with the top down. And I start laughing. And the stepson, he's not understanding what I'm laughing about. And the closer we got, the harder I'm laughing. And I'm speeding up. And and the cloud's getting bigger.
Oh, no.
And as I get right up on him, it was a man driving, and he had a lady sitting there in the passenger side, on his wife, girlfriend, whatever. And they're all dressed to the nines in this white convertible. And it's all polished up, looking real pretty, right? And so I whoosh right on by them, and their eyes are like this big around. As I go past them, I look in the rearview mirror. You can't see them. It's all you see is this cloud.
Oh, like they take off their glasses, and there's clean spots. Brenda, it's horrible. Oh my God.
I thought, well, they'll think twice before they come down a country road that's just been tarred in that convertible again.
See, Luana has it right. She says, whenever Brenda says, this could be interesting, duck, run.
And I look over at my stepson. Yeah, he's just giving it one of these great big eyes. Oh, tar and chipping the road. Yep. Before such time as it might take to determine it will be permanent, Jim Bashir's. It's not just permanent or temporary, but degrees between, and the lawyers lack empirical date. Yep. You might might be having to go see, if you have been injured. I see them guys on the TV late at night. If you have been injured, you need to call us.
1-800-WICKER-MICKERSHAM.
So yeah, you might need to think that. Oh, but yeah, I can amuse myself, taking a drive or just sitting on the couch, or there's all kinds of ways that I can find to amuse myself. I'll read Facebook posts of stuff that people put down, and then I'll come up with something to add to it that they wasn't even thinking about. Get them laughing.
That's good.
They'll have some kind of real serious thing going on, and then I'll change it up for them.
It's good making people laugh.
Oh my. Well, listen, we've been on here a little bit better than an hour, so we probably need to wind it down. But I'm telling you all, get your names in for the drawing next week. It's next week. This is the last Thursday in November. Next week will be a new month. Will be December the 3rd for the next show. It's already scheduled on my channel and everything. So get over there and hit the reminder button and all that kind of thing so that you're there for it. Get your name in for the drawing. And I'll say it again, brenda.gibson@gmail.com is the email address. Put in the subject line, Christmas giveaway, so I don't miss it. And put your name and address in the email. It's open to anybody, anywhere. And I'll put your name in the hat and we'll draw next week. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff in the box.
Shipping worldwide.
Yep. I'll ship it anywhere you are. So just give me the address you want it shipped to. If you happen to win, I'll ship it. I'll ask you for your t-shirt size so that Steve can get you a t-shirt.
It's going to be a party.
Yep. And if there's anybody that wants to contribute anything else to put in this, it's going to give you honorable mention for your channel. If you got anything that you want to put in there, and it's free advertising. Be happy to include you. I don't want to leave nobody out if they want included in it, but it's our 100th episode. So, we're pulling out all the stops and having a good time here. So there you have it. And look for the Heifer Haven that I put out later tonight. Watch for me Saturday night over on Simply Wooden Creations channel. Watch for Matt Monday night for his All Things YouTube and see what kind of fight him and Susan's in this time. And watch for him Wednesday night on Shalala. That's on Facebook, right?
And it's on YouTube now as well.
Okay. All right. So, we'll be back here next Thursday night for the drawing.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
We'll see you all down on the interwebs.